8 years as an administrator, have you ever seen anything that compares to this year?
Absolutely. I mean, all of my years as a human being, I've never seen anything compared to this year. It was the lows of my life and the highs to see what has happened with the recall. So for me personally, it was a great achievement, and for me as an educator, it was a great achievement, and I'm so proud of the kids at the school. I couldn't be prouder. I mean, there's no school in the state of California that has achieved anything that we've done.
The significance of it is that the students learned probably one of the most incredible lessons in government that they can learn, that they're in control of the government. The government is for the people, and that their job is to serve the people. And when they don't, you can go and redress them and tell them what they need to be doing. And if they don't redress the problems that you brought to their attention, then you have the right to remove them from office. And so, it's not an easy thing to do. People realize that, if you're going to be involved in government, there's a lot of sacrifice involved. And when there's problems with government, typically it's because people don't put the effort into it that they should have put into it in the first place. And I think that the kids learned this year that really important things take a lot of work, and it's not an easy thing to do.
I think the most significant thing is probably just how this community came together. I mean, this wouldn't be possible if we didn't have such a tight-knit community, and people care. And I think that's the most significant thing of this whole ordeal.
Main organizer of the walkout, can you tell what fueled such a drastic action?
There's a possibility that I was the leader and starter of the walkout, but for disciplinary reasons I'm not going to say for sure because I don't want to get in trouble. With such a drastic, it seemed kind of extreme at the time to go outside and go stand up and not go to class and stuff, but it just seemed the best way to get some publicity from the newspaper and from our community to get them to realize that there was some serious stuff going on that needed to be recognized. And we wanted to get some good questions from the superintendent that she didn't end up answering, but it was a good try anyway.
Being an underclassman, what kept you so involved in the recall?
The well-being of our schools.
From the student's standpoint, what was it like being the spokesperson for the recall?
It was awesome to be standing up for what I believe is right with all the students and the teachers behind me 100% supporting me all the way.
Describe the significance of this whole experience from your own point of view.
It changed our school. It made it a more better, comfortable place to be in. That's it.
Board have been recalled by the voters. 70% were in favor of recalling Mary Kelly, 71% for Brian Berger, 73% for Lillian Cravens, 69% for Dave Lucan, and 70% for Chuck Day. The 5 residents voted in are Ian Morcott, Paul Spring, Lori West, Mike Malloy, and Gloria Marlowe. In this school that has made a difference, you have made history in the state of California. Recall has never been done for the last 76 years in the state of California. So this small school has done an unbelievable job at making a change, making democracy work, showing that a small group of people can make a huge difference. Awful, but you need to leave here knowing that you've made a huge, huge difference for all of us on this campus. Yeah.
And I know you've heard that statement a million times, as cliche as it could possibly be, but I mean, this is living proof right here. So I just want to say thank you, for all of you that stood behind me and my family and your school, more importantly. I didn't want you to do it for me. I wanted you to do it for yourselves, and you did it. I wasn't able to be here. You guys did it on your own. So you don't owe me anything. If anything, I owe you guys a lot, just for the opportunity for me to come back, hopefully, and help in some way or form. So thank you, and take a minute to pat yourselves on the shoulder, on the back, because you all deserve it. You went through a lot of crap, but you stuck and you fought for what you believe in, and that's a great lesson in itself. So thank you.
Okay, let's sign.
All right.
Member of the board, because of the board turmoil, what attitude do you take into this position?
I hope a positive one. I hope that all of the 5 new board members will be positive and excited about the future for our kids and what we can do for the kids. I hope that there's harmony and working together even though there'll be differences in opinions.
Mike Malloy, describe the significance of this whole experience from your own point of view.
Give the ball, Brandon. I thought the significance from my point of view was that the students stood up and they wanted change, and that drew my attention to what was happening. And when I saw that they had a legitimate cause, I felt like we couldn't leave them hanging. We had to support them. And it was amazing how so many people from the community came in for support. I just wanted to be a part of that.
As a past board member, what was the main thing that motivated your desire to return to the board?
I think the main thing that motivated me was what you students did. The fact that you were willing to stand up and fight for what you believed in. And also the fact that I had a daughter that was also at the high school that was a part of the process, and she asked me to run. So that is the main reason why I ended up deciding to go ahead and run and support you and give you a voice again on the board.
This is a letter that the board has drafted to Mr. Brian Dutton, and we have approved this. It reads, Dear Mr. Dutton, please be advised that the trustees of Big Oak Flat Groveland Unified School District have reviewed all the documentation on file related to the charges made against you in connection with your dismissal. Based on our review, we have determined that all the charges against you are unsubstantiated, unfounded, and without merit. We sincerely apologize for any possible damage to your personal and professional reputation, as well as your career path. We wish you the very best in the future and offer our support and assistance to you in any way that we can.
And describe the significance.
The sun is in my eyes. I cannot work with the sun.
Turn it off.
Go.
No, turn it off.
Go, I'm waiting.
There's the little. Turn it off.
It's on?